My name is Daniel Sanderson, and I'm the owner of a Vancouver-based consulting firm. I have a presentation that might interest you. As part of the Government of Canada's National Housing Strategy, I'm reaching out to the First Nations communities throughout Canada, telling them about the launch of this exciting new housing technology. Essentially, the homes are for communities. However, the approach for this presentation is just to build awareness through an online presentation. And if your interest is sufficient, then you may want to see an actual unit or elaborate on a presentation or talk about having some of these units on your properties or a project that you're working on. What I'm looking for from you or any interested parties that you may know of is simply an expression of interest. The presentation will cover such topics as building homes on floodplains or other such environmental areas, keeping the disruptive ecological footprint to a minimum. As you can see, the foundation of this home actually lifts up during a flood and gives the inhabitants a flexible and protected living environment. Our technology has plenty of possible applications beyond floodplains, and our plan is to work with you to develop this technology in areas that make sense and to represent some of the extreme solutions that our homes can provide. We even have a solution for winter and dramatic snowfall locations. We have an Arctic upgrade package that will work well for zones 1 through 4. Again, the home lifts up. You will notice some added structure to the top of the home. This is because of the mechanical unit that has to be added in order for the dramatic snowfall situation. We have also thought that the ability to raise your home up would be an advantage for owners who are absent from their home for extended periods of time, adding security to their small dwelling. We hope that this type of housing will spark some interest in conversation. This is the first slide where you should notice the stackable potential of these units. The opportunities for placing these homes in remote and hard to access locations are seemingly endless. Stackable and modular, the technology dramatically improves on conventional building practices and yet is fully certified under the Canadian CSA 277 standard for modular construction. Here we are showing an exterior staircase with a separate entrance for rentals or a permanent living situation. The decks are structural and come with structural frameless railings. In terms of communities, there are many stacking configurations that are possible, and as shown here, the exterior facade is a black Koya mounted outboard of the structural glazed curtain wall. Here is a rendering of a multi-family development. The concrete separation between units is designed to make each unit isolated from its neighbor. This is particularly relevant in fire spread and limited moisture degradation situations. So if there's a leak in one unit, we don't want it spreading to multiple units, causing a cascade of damage, essentially. In terms of remote locations along the coastline, our factory is in Richmond, British Columbia, just off of River Road, giving us easy access to barging these homes anywhere along the Pacific coast. Now keep in mind, we are reaching out to you right across Canada and eventually all throughout North America. So there is a scalability of our manufacturing facility that is able to relocate and set up according to the long-term plan of our company and the supply chain that we've planned for. So just to let you know about that. Our current main factory is a light metal manufacturing facility with a PPG approved paint facility. So everything in this picture that you see, except the bird, the boat, and the cell phone, can be manufactured and delivered to a site of your choosing. And now for some visuals of the interior of these spectacular homes. This is an interior shot showing the high quality interiors, wide open space, and the structural exterior decks. This is this is a plan view and a artistic sketch of the interior, fully rendered. You have a nice shot here. The top image shows the impressive full glass living space, letting in plenty of healthy daylight and makes the living space feel much bigger than its 400 square foot module. The bottom image shows an entry door along with the bedroom on the left and the bathroom with laundry on the right. As you can see, the spaces of our home embrace an open concept. I imagine a nice piece of artwork hanging from the wall behind the sofa and a very functional and clean, consistent look throughout the interior. We are showing here an integrated bookshelf into the open structural support in the larger image to the left and the sectional view of the bathroom with the image to the right. We're in the master bedroom now with a full height closet and a view of the kitchen down the hall. More cross-sectional views showing the minimalistic design and effective use of space. We have added some storage here where need be, but the space is far from cluttered. High-quality finishes are chosen to match the philosophy of minimalism without compromise. Back to the floor plan there and the sketchy artistic rendering below. Here what we're showing is the layout of the water plumbing. And below you can see a fainted rendering of the pipes and the full rendered effect. We have here a full lighting plan, which of course it's very important to have all this laid out. Here we have a cross-sectional view of the flooring, including the tempered floor, which provides heating. And here we have the thermal analysis. Since our homes are fully glass on 3 sides, we've had to go through extensive research, design and development to ensure that we not only exceed the building codes, but we make this a practical and an efficient and effective home for living in a majority of Canadian climates. We are working with several engineering firms and third-party certification organizations to make sure that we exceed all municipal and provincial building standards and best practices. We deliver a personal touch of uncompromising quality of monumental standards, giving you a structure that will last for generations. And thank you for listening to my initial presentation on these small structures manufactured in British Columbia. Please feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in one of these homes or having a manufacturing facility put near your location anywhere in North America. Okay, so here we are with the small structure. Now that's a full height floor to ceiling curtain wall glazing assembly for the facade of the small structure. We're not showing the structural deck at this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin around the 3D model, and you'll see that the backside of the model, I mean, it could be the front of the home, it doesn't necessarily matter. This is the insulative metal wall with the door in the middle. These are copper panels as rendered. And as we continue to turn the structure, again, we've got the curtain wall with the floor to ceiling glazing. And we've got the 2 clay architectural figures, the male in figure form standing on the right-hand side, and we continue to move the model around. We're able to see, again, we're coming back to that full metal wall. What I want to bring to your attention is as we spin it around another time, we're going to see that the facade starts to change. And this black Akoya is something that mounts to the surface of the curtain wall in a structural loaded point. The curtain wall was specifically designed to add a cosmetic facade to the exterior of the building envelope. And you've got the structural deck there. As we continue to spin around, we're actually going to see a wide slat cedar accent here. And we're going to move into a thin slat cedar. with hedges. Now, the hedges are interesting because we can, in a manufacturing environment, provide all the preparation for these hedges. And as we scroll around again, we're back to a metal, and we flip back to, well, I'll call it the home position of this home. And we're back to the original look. So that's the 3D model showing some of the various facade options that are available for this small structure.